Hey everybody, it's Alex Miller at Capnion here. The broader purpose of this video is that I'd like to invite you to participate in a project. And all I'm really asking from you is that you complain to me privately about things that are off the rail at your work. And I'll explain in a minute. I think maybe there's a good chance we can turn it all into something positive that benefits everybody. But first, let me give a preamble. A pretty common news story is talking about people getting mental health problems from social media. And usually they talk about something like Instagram. Everybody on Instagram's life is beautiful. Everything looks perfect. House is perfectly clean, beautiful vacations, etc., etc. Why is my life a piece of junk? Of course, it's not real. LinkedIn doesn't come up in these conversations, but I think a lot of the same things are true in that, honestly, the kind of impression LinkedIn will give you of where corporate IT is at is probably more like what people want it to look like in 5 to 7 years, and not everybody will pull it off. I make these videos. People tell me privately, oh, I loved your video, but I don't want to like it because then someone else will see that I liked it and they're breathing down my neck. We have a lot of biases, sort of forces, ratchet effects that, well, we only talk about the good things and we're a little bit disingenuous and we don't talk about things that don't work. There's a lot to be said for something like an anti-best practice. So we talk all day about best practices, do this, do that, do it like this. There's always details to flesh out, and a real tragedy is that it's not nearly as common. Somebody tried something and then they made some fateful decision that spiraled into a real headache. These are things we keep secret, and it would benefit everybody a lot to share them. It would be a nice charity act for other people. They wouldn't have to suffer as you suffered. And let's be real, there's a lot of imposter syndrome out there. And it might be good for everybody's mental health if we all admitted to each other we were frail mortals. So, what's the project? I was thinking, and I'm making this video to solicit feedback and hopefully complaints. If you got one of these bad experiences and you got an idea about an anti-best practice, complain to me. My promise is that I will never tell a soul, except if I hear the same story enough times, I'm going to tell it to LinkedIn in the abstract without any of the details. I promise I will take great care it doesn't get back to you. And maybe we can get pretty close to this world of we're constructively sharing our failures, but then we don't have to be spinning in the wind, written record in public, looking kind of like we're bad-mouthing our jobs. So if you like this idea, you can message me. You can find my email in my profile. I'd love to hear your complaints about. I'm better at listening about data and software engineering topics, but management and strategy and HR and looking for jobs. And the whole point here is I'd love to hear what you have to talk about and what's going on out there underneath the surface of our supposedly serenely shiny and beautiful adventures at work. As usual, if you like the video, I'd still like it if you push buttons, but if you like the video, why don't you participate in this project with me and send me a message about what's on your mind? I'd love to hear from you.